Hi YouTube, it's Mike from Kane Autograph. Welcome back to the channel. This week we got a lot of great returns and a couple with some hometown connections. So just sit back, relax, and let's jump into our returns. My first return this week is from former Major League pitcher Kevin Jarvis, a 2-2 return in 15 days. Jarvis had a 13-year big league career, suited up for 10 different Major League teams, plus he pitched a short time in Japan. His best season came with the Padres in 2001 when he won 12 games. Next up is return from former Major Leaguer Jeff Hudson. Hudson was the definition of a utility player. He spent 13 seasons in big leagues with 7 different teams. One of the coolest moments of his career came in 1995 when he was playing third base for the Orioles next to Cal Ripken Jr. when Ripken broke Gehrig's historic game streak. This next TTM return is from former NFL nose tackle Greg Cragen. Cragen's path to NFL is a great story because he went undrafted. He's actually cut by the Denver Broncos after his first tryout. He came back the next year, made the team, and turned that second chance into a 13-year NFL career. Along the way, he played in 3 Super Bowls. He earned a Pro Bowl selection in 1989, and he was named to the All-Madden team twice. Interesting return from Wayne Causey, 2-2 in 19 days. So Wayne actually broke into the big leagues with the Orioles when he was only 18 years old. But because of the rules at the time, he had to stay on the major league roster before he was really ready. After getting more experience in the minors, he found his stride with the Kansas City A's, and that's where he became one of the American League's most dependable infielders. Here's a current player, current Atlanta Braves pitcher, Raisel Iglesias, and I didn't put down when I sent it out, but a 2-2 return. His signature's changed a lot since the last time I got his autograph. Now it's basically just his initials and a number, but it's still cool to get a current player back. A 2-2 return in 19 days from former Major League infielder Danny Clausen. Clausen has a unique place in baseball history because he was selected by the Arizona Diamondbacks in the 1997 expansion draft, making him one of the original players in the franchise before they had even played a game. Here's a return from former Major League pitcher Roy Smith. Smith spent part of 8 seasons in the big leagues. Best year with the Minnesota Twins in 1989 when he won 10 games and became a key part of the pitching staff. Here's an interesting part. After playing, though, he stayed in the game on the front side of the office. He worked as an assistant general manager with the Pittsburgh Pirates, later overseeing scouting and player development with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and eventually he became a scout for the New York Mets. So here's a hometown connection I was talking about. I got a 5 of 1 return from Howie Bedell in 22 days. I sent him that 1962 rookie card, and he loaded me up. In there, he included a note that he was very familiar with my hometown of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and that happened when he was director of player development for the Cincinnati Reds. The Sioux Falls Packers were a Class A affiliate of the Reds from 1966 to 1971, and Howie got to spend a lot of time in Sioux Falls. They had some great players come through. One of those players was Ken Griffey Sr. And here's some more of the stuff that he sent. Really thankful that he loaded me up in a nice note back. I appreciate it. Thanks, Howie. The other hometown connection I got was Rick Dameyer, 1 of 1 in 7 days. Rick is one of the most accomplished players in the history of the University of Sioux Falls, formerly Sioux Falls College, and he was the first USL football player to reach the NFL. His journey is a great one. He went undrafted out of the University of Sioux Falls, worked his way onto the Vikings roster, spent 6 seasons with the team. Next autograph, a 2-2 return from John Helma in 133 days. One of the biggest moments of his career came before he ever pitched for the Mariners. He was part of that blockbuster trade that sent Randy Johnson to the Houston Astros in 1998. I was excited to get this return from former Major Leaguer Mike Flory. While he played for 5 different teams, he's best remembered for making Kansas City Royal history. April 13th, 1969, Mike hit the first home run in Royals franchise history, taking All-Star pitcher Blue Moon Odom deep in just the club's 5th game. A 2-2 return in a very fast 8 days from Stan Brock. Stan was a first round draft pick who went on to play 16 seasons in the NFL, spending most of his career with the New Orleans Saints before finishing up with the San Diego Chargers. Fun fact, he and his brother Pete both played in the NFL and each appeared in a Super Bowl. This next autograph, a 2-2 in 22 days from former Major League pitcher Dennis Sarfate, and he has one of the most unique careers you're going to ever see. He spent 4 seasons in the majors, but he became a superstar after moving to Japan. He went over there, he won 5 Japanese Series championships, was named the MVP in 2017, and second the record for most saves in a single season in Japanese baseball. Next return is Larry Parrish, 2-2 in 13 days, and I paid $10 per through Pass Pros. Pass Pros, my experience with them has always been good. Kind of a fun trivia thing is Parrish hit 3 Grand Slams in 1 week during the 1982 season, tying a major league record. This next return, 2-2 in 21 days from former Mets pitcher Scott Holman. Holman's major league career only lasted parts of 3 seasons, but he made the most of his opportunity. It's interesting is he signed with the Mets as an undrafted free agent, proving you don't always need to hear your name called on draft day to reach the big leagues. This next one's part of a baseball family, Jim Campus, 2-2 in 21 days. And his father, Al, played in the major leagues and became a longtime executive with the Dodgers. Jim spent much of his career with the Dodgers in the 60s, and years after his playing days, he was back with that team and won the 1988 World Series as a coach. That'll do it for this week's return. Let me know in the comments which ones you like the best. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and hey, share it with another collector. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today. Until next time, happy collecting. I hope your mailboxes are full of TTM success.